Welcome back to Just with Rahul. Today we are learning Checkmate with two rooks. Two rooks, two queens. Yes, you're learning Checkmate with two rooks and two queens. Without any further ado, let's get started. This is the position. We have two rooks. Now we have to checkmate our rook. How to do checkmate with two rooks? Now, the first thing is we have to use our rooks as a wall. What is wall? Making a line to our opponent's king, not to let him move front of them. Okay. The first move is rook to d3, making a wall on third rank, so that we are putting a line to the king that he can't cross the third rank. He can only come till fourth rank. He can't come further than that. Yes. The king goes to f4, let's assume, and we'll bring our other rook to the a1 that we have to bring the rook in a that we have to bring it to fourth rank. So we are trying to checkmate our opponent in a ladder way, just like a climbing a ladder. It's one step by one step. So the king comes back to e4, rook comes to a4. That's a check to the king. The king has to move back. Now we use our rook and we use a ladder method. I will bring the rook to the b3 square. Will come this side. I'll bring my rook to d5 check. Now we are doing climbing a ladder. Comes here. Whenever your pieces are getting attacked or your opponent is not letting you check with the ladder method, so you have to switch to the other side. So the my rook is under attack. I can't give this check. He will capture my rook. So I bring the rook to the other side. h5. Rook to h5. So he'll bring his king to b6 to stop this rook a6 idea. So what I'll do, again I'll switch my rook to the other side. Whenever he is not letting me move my rook front to use the ladder method to check, or he's attacking my I'll switch my rook to the other side of him. So he'll bring his rook to this side now. He'll do check here, rook at 7 and rook g8. That is checkmate. Now we checkmated our opponent with the ladder method. We can see that in this position, whenever we don't have an option of giving checks, continuing the checks, if he is attacking our rook or maybe stopping our idea here in this position, he was stopping our idea of rook a6. So we switch to the other side. And then we use the same method of ladder. And we checkmate our opponent. Now, this is a position where we have two queens. So now this is very easy. Do you know why did I show you rooks first, then queens next? The queen's supposed to be powerful, right? So the thing about the queens are, if you already know rook checkmate, so the queen checkmate is already easy because the queens can move as well as the rook. So you can already learn queen checkmate. You already know the queen checkmate if you know rook checkmate. So the queen comes to b4, giving a check to the king. Now the king has to move back. There are two options for the black king. Okay, black moves here. So I bring my queen to f4. So using the power of queens, so diagonal attacks as well. The king will move to d5. So this is the power of queen that we can checkmate opponent's king easily in the middle also with two queens. So we checkmate our opponent in three moves. So rook checkmate was different. So that was the easy method was some 5 6 moves, but the queen checkmate was very less moves. Even this is the easy method. We just use our two queens to checkmate our opponent. This is about checkmate with two rooks and two queens. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.